On the lid, I'm going to use M.A.C Seedy Pearl Eyeshadow, and it's sort of like a lavender, very pale lavender rose pink color, and it has a little bit of shimmer to it. And I'm going to use MAC brush number 239 to apply, and I'm just going to pat it right all over the lid. That's right under the soft brown. Just kind of pat and create the shape using the tip of the brush. Now in the crease, I think MAC used a pink color, but instead I'm going to use Embark, which is a matte, kind of medium dark, reddish tone brown color. And I'm going to use MAC number 222 brush to apply. And since the color is really dark and matte, I'm going to be careful not to apply the color too heavy. It's going to be kind of a light wash of color in the crease. So I'm going to start the outer corner and slightly in the crease, concentrating on the outer half and then blending it inwards. Then I'm going to use that same color and the same brush and again apply it to the lower lash line right above the right on top of the soft brown, but it's going to be closer to the lash line, and I'm not going to, I guess, drag it down as much because I still want that soft brown to be there. And just kind of lightly smudge it into the lash line. You could probably use a smaller brush if you want to, but I kind of want it to be soft, so I'm using a fluffier brush. Now for the MAC Steal My Heart look, they used MAC Sketch Eyeshadow, so I'm going to use that as well. And it's kind of almost looks like it's a matte color, but it has a little bit of shimmer, but it's a dark wine burgundy color. In case you're wondering what palette this is the Thunder Eyes quad. I don't know which collection it came from or when it came out, but Sketch is permanent, so you can still get it. And I'm going to use MAC brush number 223 to apply. And to apply, I guess the outer corner, like contouring color, what I do is I just place the brush at the very end, at the outer corner, and just like how we kind of did on the inner corner where we sort of drilled in circular motions, I'm going to do the same at the outer corner. But because this is a darker color, you want to be careful not to maybe press too hard or kind of concentrate the color, you know, just that one spot. You want to make sure you blend it well so it's not a harsh line. So kind of light circular motion, kind of blending it into the lid and a little bit in the crease. And I want this look to be kind of soft and not too much of a definition, so I'm not going to, you know, apply the color too heavily. And I'm just gonna but lightly blend it into the crease just to fade it a little bit. Now I'm going to apply the Sketch eyeshadow to the bottom liner as well, but before I do that, I'm going to line the inner rims of my eye with Urban Decay 024/7 Glide On Pencil. Just kind of wiggle it in underneath your lashes. Then for the top lash line, I'm going to apply a very thin line of MAC Rapid Black Penultimate Eyeliner, which is a liquid eyeliner. And I'm just going to draw a very thin line. It's not going to be winged out or anything because I want the liner to be, you know, really subtle. You can make it, you know, more bolder if you want. Then for the lower lash line, right under the black eyeliner, I'm going to use Eye Marker in Wine, which is just like what the name says, like a wine color, kind of a dark burgundy. And I'm just going to apply it right underneath where the black eyeliner is. Then to use Sketch as an eyeliner, I'm going to use MAC brush number 266. It's just an angled eyeliner brush. And I'm just going to push that color right on top of the wine eye marker. I want it to be kind of soft and I guess a little bit smoky and just kind of fade out. So I'm going to lightly kind of drag it out. And I could use like a smudge brush to apply it, but I still want that clean line and then to kind of lightly soften the edges. So I applied my mascara and waited a few seconds for the lash glue to dry on my fake eyelashes. And these are by NYX and they're number 113. And now I'm going to apply them using my tweezers. And just gonna center them, but apply at the outer corner first. And then push in the inner corner. I'm going to fill in my brows using M.A.C Spiked Eyebrow Pencil. And I first like to kind of outline the brows by making short, kind of quick lines on the kind of like the border of the brow. I do that on the top or the tail and extend it just a little bit. Then I blend in the line and fill in the empty spaces using an eyebrow brush. This is Shimura 60B brush. I first soften that line underneath. And then I also blend that liner up into the empty spaces. Then to set the brows, I'm going to use MAC Clear Brow Set and just brush them through. So now that the eye makeup is done, I'm going to do the cheeks. And I'm first going to highlight the cheekbone using M.A.C Glow Xpert in Candle Glow. And it's a liquid highlighter, and the color is like a shimmery, kind of golden warm bronze color. And this highlighter has like a sponge applicator inside the cap. So I'm just going to kind of dot it along the cheekbone, just like that, and then blend it with my fingertips. Then to contour, I'm going to use M.A.C Definitive Sculpting Powder, and I'm going to use Trish McEvoy Blush Highlighting Brush. And we'll start at the back near the hairline. Just kind of blend it back and forth. And then up a little bit into that candle glow. And to add a little bit of color to the cheeks, I'm going to use Trish McEvoy Blush in Jolie. Like a muted pinky color. And I'm going to use Trish McEvoy Blush Brush, number 2B. And just apply it to the apples of the cheeks. Now for the lips, M.A.C used the Naked Rose Cream Stick Pearl Lip Liner, so I'm going to use that as well. And I'm going to kind of outline and lightly fill them in. Then for the lipstick, I'm going to substitute what they use with M.A.C Angel, and it's like a light pink color. I'm just going to apply it directly on. Then for the lip gloss, M.A.C used, I think, a more brighter, kind of rosy pink color. But I'm going to use something different, and I'm going to use something much paler and like a kind of like a milky pink. Almost looks like a kind of cream color. This is Sugar Rim Dazzle Glass, and I'm just going to apply it right on top of the lipstick. And you can use a lip brush if you want, if you don't want to get your applicator dirty, but I'm just going to use it anyway. So that's it for the look. I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions or comments, then please let me know. I'll be having some new tutorials soon. I apologize for kind of taking a while to put up a new one. Just a lot of things going on and just not having enough time to do them. But yeah, I've been creating a lot of different looks during that time, so hopefully I'll get them up really soon. And so thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.